My sub will help you put points on the board, unlike some other subs.
Why would you say that, Jason?
Hey man, I'm just talking about subs here.
Oh, come on.
My sub is gonna throw down.
My sub has more rings than your sub.
My sub has bacon.
Right back like they never left. The Golden State Warriors are once again NBA champions. And I've been seeing on the internet and Twitter a lot of old videos of analysts and just people making these bold, asinine takes a couple years ago about how the Warriors championship window was over.
But I don't think they're winning a title anytime soon, and that means the dynasty is over.
That dynasty's over.
The question is, how many titles in the next 4 years? So y'all gonna sit on First Take. You and Dominique Foxworth are going to sit on First Take and say that Steph Curry will not be in the conversation for a championship in the next 4 years.
And while I didn't think the championship window for the Warriors was over, I did think that their days of just running through the league with relative ease and beating the brakes off everybody, those days were pretty much over. And that's what makes this championship just so impressive. And it was the fact that the Warriors lost and people started questioning their championship window. That's what really gave them that chip on their shoulder. They were 3-time champs, but even then, people were putting asterisks on their championships. The first one, you know, Kyrie was hurt, Kevin Love was hurt. The next two, Kevin Durant was there. Like, what are you gonna do? Lose with Kevin Durant on a 73-9 team? Yeah, right. And then this one, like what Steph said, what they gonna say now?
What are they gonna say now? What are they gonna say now?
And as a result, Steph Curry has cemented himself as a top 10 player in NBA history in my eyes. The Warriors clearly had something to prove yet again, and you could see it at the individual level too. Klay Thompson was coming back from injury, and he was ready to remind the world of his greatness, and that maybe if he just hadn't gotten injured against Toronto, maybe people wouldn't have written their dynasty window off so soon. And Klay wasn't even the best version of himself. There's no reason for me to believe that the Warriors can't come back again next year and compete for a championship. Steph Curry was having the worst shooting season of his career. The whole thing with him breaking the three-point record, that just seemed to really like mess with him and mess with his head or something, or his confidence, but he just seemed like he was overthinking things out there. He had his lowest field goal and lowest three-point percentage of his entire career. And then Draymond Green, he felt that he was getting snubbed from the Defensive Player of the Year. He didn't make the all-defensive first team, which I felt like he still probably should have made despite him missing all those games. But he felt like he was snubbed from that all-defensive selection. And as one of the most misunderstood stars in the game, I'm going to tell you right now, Draymond Green is a Hall of Famer and one of the best winners of the modern era. No doubt about it. People love to talk about the Splash Bros or even just Steph, but the Steph and Draymond Green duo, that's an all-time duo. And it'll forever be a winning formula as long as those two guys are on the court. The Warriors had the 17th best ranked offense in the league. That's the lowest rated championship offense since the 2004 Pistons. And then Andrew Wiggins. I didn't think he had it in him. I really didn't. I basically made a whole video explaining about how frustrated I was that he made the All-Star game. But hey, K-pop fans knew something that I didn't, because Andrew Wiggins, a guy once considered this low efficiency, one-dimensional scorer, all of a sudden turns himself into a defensive specialist, locking up Jason Tatum, and being the second best player on a championship team. He was the Warriors' second best player during the finals. I'm proud of the dude. He made a fan out of me. I wasn't a fan of his game because I would get so frustrated when players have all the talent in the world, and it just seems like, for whatever reason, mostly because of effort, they just don't realize their full potential. That frustrates me, man. That's what this Warriors team is, really, at its core. It's just a bunch of guys who are stars in their role, fully bought into this winning system. Let's face it, Steph Curry is the system, and he just makes everyone's job easier. I gotta shout out the Celtics as well. You can tell this team, they have some championship level DNA brewing in them. I think Tatum is getting immensely valuable playoff experience. You know, he's gotten beaten by LeBron, then Giannis, now Steph. I think it's just a matter of time where he fully makes that leap into superstardom. He's not quite there yet. He's still on that fringe superstar category, or like up and coming superstars, whatever you want to call it. But he's going to make that leap, and the Celtics are going to be a force to reckon with for a very long time. Shout out to Jaylen Brown as well. They should never split up the Jays. And anytime you see them, the Celtics, going through this funk throughout the regular season, and you see people talking about split up the Jays, we got to trade Tatum, trade Jaylen Brown. It's crazy. Don't do it. Do not do it. Don't get rid of Ime Udoka as well. One of the greatest rookie head coaching displays we've seen in NBA history. He's going to be a force to reckon with in this league for a very long time. The Celtics will be lucky if they can keep him long term. They just won't be as much as a force as the Warriors, because despite all odds, despite how hard we as a basketball community tried to write them off, they are right back on top of the basketball world yet again. 4 championships in 8 years. The dynasty lives on. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. As always, like and subscribe. Holla at me in the comment section. The NBA season is now over, sadly, but this channel will not stop. We're going to be talking trades, NBA draft stuff. Going to keep breaking down some game film that I find interesting. Lots of other fun topics, so please stick around. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be a fun time. And on that note, I will see y'all on the next one.